Well, hi. Thanks for stopping in. Today we're out shooting my Ruger Airhawk. I'd like to tell you a little bit about this gun. The first thing of note is that I didn't buy this brand new. I bought it secondhand. I paid $120 for this gun, and it was tuned prior to me receiving it. I don't know who tuned it or what the process they used to tune it was, but I can tell you they knew what they were doing, because the shot cycle on this gun is a dream. It's just wonderful to shoot. Now, the Ruger Airhawk is nothing more than a Chinese model XS25. And the Chinese have never been really renowned for their quality on their products, but this gun is probably exceptional, the exception, I should say, to that rule. This gun is all metal and wood construction, with the exception of two parts, and those two parts are the end cap and the safety. Everything else, at least externally on this gun, is made of either metal or wood. Even the trigger is made of aluminum. It's surprisingly accurate for a guy that can shoot as good as I can. It'll do sub 3/4 inch groups at 25 yards on a good day. That's what I can do. I've never been able to shoot much better than that. So in my hands, it's not much more accurate, or less accurate, I should say, than some of my finer German guns. It'll surprise, I think, most shooters by the accuracy. Because it's been tuned, I'm getting pretty good results with it. It's shooting right around 12.5 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, and that's with H&M Field Target Trophy pellets. Those weigh, 8.64 grains, and it's shooting those at about 810 feet per second. The gun weighs about 9.8 pounds scoped, which puts it on the heavy side, but because I shoot mostly from the bench, that's not really a factor for me. I certainly wouldn't want to carry this gun all day on a hunting trip, but that's not really what I use it for, so to me it's not that important to have the weight down a little bit, where I prefer most guns to be. I mentioned that it's tuned, I mentioned the shot cycle, but I haven't mentioned the trigger. The trigger is my one complaint on this gun. It's not a very good trigger. It breaks at about 7 to 8 pounds. It's got a tremendous amount of creep, but it does have a back wall, and after you get through all that endless creep, you'll finally get to a place where you know if you start applying pressure, when you get it up around 7 or 8 pounds, it's going to fire. And you can start to predict it, and you can extract some pretty good accuracy out of it. So don't let that be a reason not to buy it, unless you're a really fussy shooter like myself, and where if you were going to plunk down a big chunk of money, you certainly wouldn't accept a trigger like this one. But you can get this tuned, to buy the rifle for probably a little under $200. Get it tuned, and you'll be out from under this thing for about 300 bucks. And you're going to be hard to beat that. It really is a nice gun when it's set up this way. Anyway, we're going to do a 10-shot group shooting downrange at 25 yards. Please forgive any flyers. Like I said, I'm not a marksman. Keep your eye on the group and judge for yourself on what you think for a $120 rifle. What you think of this one. Anyway, hang around and check it out.